Hello everybody, Stephanie here. Greetings from one of my happy places, except for it feels a little strange today. So as you can see, I'm on the riverbank. I've been running this path. I've worn a rut in this path 12 years, I think, on and off 12 years. So today's my first day back of the new year since the injury, and so that's why I titled this "Today is not starting over but moving on." In the past I would have looked at that hiatus as quitting, maybe, even though it wasn't quitting. It was for my own. I had an injury. I tore my calf muscle, and my ego had got the best of me, and I continued to train on it and had prepared to run for the winter series. When was that? In December would have been the first run, or maybe it was January. It was January. It would have been the first run, and my calf was not healing, and as a matter of fact it started getting worse. And shout out to Cliff, one of my fellow yogis and runner as well. He said something about it being, and Joe as well, always talking about the yoga journey, and he was talking about the running journey, and it truly is, both of those things are part of the life journey, and that sometimes you have to listen. And just so happened in my yoga training we were learning about the different parts of the self, the little s self, which is the ego, and the big S self. And do you honor the ego, or do you honor what your body, mind, spirit, emotions need? And so that morning of the race I had to come to that place where I released my ego and did what was best for my body. And so normally I would have considered that a failure in some race, which doesn't make sense, but that's how we process things. So I knew I was going to take some time off, and I've started the Refinery's 40-day holistic cleanse, and you don't want to do any running in that first portion, the first leg of it, just because there's not enough to sustain that. So I knew when I started thickening the consistency of what I was ingesting, which are now full-on smoothies and purees, which, by the way, are amazing after 10 days of the master cleanse, but that I would start back to running, and today was going to be the first day. It was on the schedule, and I wasn't sure that the weather was going to cooperate, and that I really want to run in the rain. And boy, guys, local, really, with the weather, I'm trying to just observe it, be grateful for it, but the rain, oh my gosh, the rain. And for those of you who have survived and thrived the flood, I just cannot imagine the level of anxiety. So my heart has been with you guys as the rain has persisted. But look at this. So like I said, I've ran this. I mean, I've never seen the river this high. We were not here when the flood did come through. We were at Young Living Convention in Utah. So by the time that we did get back, the river had lowered. So I don't even remember the word I was looking for. But so I know it was higher than this then, but this is insane. So when I came down to one of my favorite places, it caused a little bit of anxiety in me, because I'm not used to running this spot with the water right next to me. But I continue to run, and I continue to just look at the beauty that it's brought up, and what was it to teach me, because your path unfolds for a reason, and it's no coincidence that I'm here today, and that it's here today, and the rain did clear for this time being, and as I finished up my run, which, by the way, was not, I really tried not to let it be anything in my head, except for we're just going to pick up where we left off, and pretty much that's what I did. I don't know that I had the speed, but I'm not in competition with myself anymore. but I didn't have to break, which I did not anticipate that happening. So yay for intense hot yoga. Thank you, Shauna, Julie, and Emily in those early morning hot yoga classes for keep bringing the intensity, because it's kept my endurance up. So yeah, it was great. But as I was finishing up the run, and I thought, well, I'm gonna come live. It's Tuesday, and I would normally try to come live with Elevate, and I haven't done that the last couple weeks because there's just been one thing after the other with the kids. But what came to me was abundance is my mantra for the year. Abundance in health, wealth, and love. But it's depth and expansion. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, the river's not only deep, but it's wide. And then it clicked in my head that, yeah, it's the depth and expansion, and just to embrace that. And I was no longer concerned about the river. I don't know what I thought was going to happen, like that it was going to continue to rise while I'm down here running. I don't know, but it's just that it's different. Change is different, right? And there has been a little bit of a threat, and for those of us who are enduring, like, you see the sun trying to peak over here. Like, it peaked out yesterday when I was in a therapeutic bath. I was like, is that light? Is that really light outside? I couldn't believe it, that it was sun shining. I wanted to run outside and soak up all the rays, and unfortunately it was very cold. It was very deceiving, but it's trying to peek out. And you know, good, like I posted yesterday, so a lot of my posts recently have been verbal. Have been words, I'm sorry, and written instead of live. It's just the season. So you notice I've dropped again the daily drop, and I'm not going to pick that back up because it does bring it kind of puts a pressure on me to do something live every day, and in this season that's not going to happen. So, but yes, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, that happens. Beautiful day though. It worked out well. So whatever it is that you're going through, what I posted yesterday was about that. It was about that. It was a really good reminder deep in my soul when the sun came up yesterday, because I needed that. I needed that light. I needed the warmth that it provided in so many ways. But that no matter what storm, it's temporary. And so we had a wonderful guest this weekend at Life Spring from Yogaville, and she taught us so much. It was 6 hours of just amazing stuff that I'm still trying to process. But it was, you know, I am not my feelings. I am not my thoughts. I'm not my circumstance. I'm not this body, and all of this is temporary. And so it makes life much easier to grasp, to accept. I don't even want to say tolerate, definitely accept, because it is what it is. So deep and wide, huh, guys? So I hope that whatever you're going through, that's what I wanted to get back to, is that it's not starting over. And even when it feels like it is, even if it is with a new job or a new relationship or a new home or a new whatever it is in your life, don't think about it as starting over. Think about it as moving forward. I mean, this is the journey, and yeah, there's different legs of the journey, and sometimes a fresh start is great, and other times it seems very daunting because it's like starting all over again. So it really depends on the perspective that you're looking at the beginning with, and take it for what it is. So thanks for everybody for the reach out and wondering where I've been. So again, I said last year it's past 300 days of the year of yoga on Saturday when we were with that wonderful woman, and that was huge for me. 300 days. There's been a practice every day for 3. But I remember starting out early on, still at the first place that I was at. A lady was a guest. She said to me, "You really need," and I said, "Yeah, I don't have any desire to be a yoga teacher." She said, "No, it's for your own personal growth and development." And I was like, that's an interesting way to, that's something that I would say. A psychologist, not a yogi, would say, I guess. I don't know what I had in my head, but anyway, I'm so thankful she planted that seed. Thank you, Sue, for planting that seed. those 300 days ago. It's 304 days ago now, or 303. Because I would not be where I'm at now. And again, teacher training is a lot. It's a lot, and it really is the most beneficial personal growth path that I've ever taken. And so, boy, yeah. I don't know, so many of you out there don't even do yoga, and I'm like, just go do the teacher training. As a psychologist, I'm like, I feel like everybody should have to do this, just because it makes you stop and take a look at things and changes the perception of the way we view reality. So anyway, it's not starting over, it's moving on. You see it happening, right? You see it happening as we're talking. It's breaking. The sun is coming out. I feel like doing the sun dance. So yeah, thank you for everybody who's reached out, and everything is okay. And like I said, if you don't hear from me from time to time, this cleanse that I'm doing requires that I minimalize my time with devices and electronics and such. So you'll see me post from time to time, and I have been doing a lot of writing. I still have not been working on my book. I don't know what the procrastination is there, or maybe it's just not the timing, because some of the things that I'm learning now will be, I wouldn't have to rewrite it. So yeah, there it is. The stone's a little cold that I'm sitting on. It's beautiful. It's turning out to be a beautiful day. Look there, sun's coming out. So I hope that you all have wonderful times. If anybody needs any support, reach out. Have any questions, reach out. I'll be glad to help you in any way, shape, or form. That's what we are here for. So much love to you all. Deepest blessings. Legs out.